The spirit of Manchester will never be broken. Theresa May pays tribute to the bravery of emergency services and blasts the cowardice of the Manchester attacker. Theresa May has said that the cowardice of the attacker was met by the bravery of the emergency services and the people of Manchester. After the attack at an Ariana Grande concert, she spoke outside No 10 today after 22 people were killed after an explosion last night as fans were trying to leave the Manchester arena. The Prime Minister said this morning that terrorism would never defeat Britain. She said, "The attempt to divide us brought countless acts of kindness which brought us together. We all, every single one of us, stand with the people of Manchester at this difficult time, and today let us remember those who died and let us celebrate those who helped, safe in the knowledge that the terrorists will never win and our values, our country and our way of life will always prevail. All acts of terrorism are cowardly attacks on innocent people, but this attack stands out for its appalling, sickening cowardice, deliberately targeting innocent, defenseless children and young people who should have been enjoying one of the most memorable nights of their lives. We struggle to comprehend the warped and twisted mind that sees a room packed with young children not as a scene to cherish, but as an opportunity for carnage. We can take on and defeat the ideology that often fuels this violence." Mrs. May urged Brits to remember the images of the men and women who rushed to help the injured last night. At terrible moments like these, it is customary for leaders, politicians, and others to condemn the perpetrators and declare that the terrorists will not win, but the fact we have been there before and the fact we need to say this again does not make it any less true. For so often while we experienced the worst of humanity in Manchester last night, we also saw the best. The cowardice of the attacker met the bravery of the emergency services and the people of Manchester. The attempt to divide us met countless acts of kindness that brought people closer together, and in the days ahead those must be the things we remember. The images we hold in our minds should not be those of senseless slaughter but of the ordinary men and women who put concerns about their own safety to one side and rushed to help, of the men and women of the emergency services who worked tirelessly to bring comfort, to help, and to save lives, of the messages of solidarity and hope, of all those who opened their homes to the victims, for they are the images that embody the spirit of Manchester and the spirit of Britain, a spirit that through years of conflict and terrorism has never been broken and will never be broken. Labour leader Jeremy Corbyn gave a televised statement in which he echoed Theresa May's defiance. He said, "This is the most appalling act of violence that has taken the lives of young people who were at a music event to enjoy themselves. In these circumstances we have to come together. In these circumstances a city and a community comes together. So we carry on. We don't allow these attacks and these people to divide us or prevent us from leading the decent, normal lives that we all want to lead." Ministers met for the Coburn meeting this morning, and the Prime Minister will chair another one later today. The PM said that the threat level for the UK will remain severe for the time being, but officials will consider today whether it should be raised to critical, the highest level possible. Chancellor Philip Hammond is in Brussels for a meeting of finance ministers this morning, but will return to London earlier than planned. He described the attack as barbaric. Newly elected Metro Mayor for Greater Manchester, Andy Burnham, appeared via video link. Defence Secretary Michael Fallon and Foreign Secretary Boris Johnson both attended alongside a number of top-level security officials. Election campaigning has been suspended by all parties in the wake of the attack. Some 59 people were injured, including children, in the cowardly attack which came towards the end of the concert by Ariana Grande.